All right, I do have several options here for you, so we're gonna go through all of them, and hopefully one of them will land you a job. Now, keep in mind that these jobs will not be paying that good, but what matters is that you're getting experience, and that will help you in future when you're about to start on your own, or if you want to take it one step further, maybe work for a new company as an experienced dispatcher, and then you can negotiate the terms for a better salary and such. Now, the most famous website in United States as far as jobs go, job searching, is Indeed.com. And I will have all these links in the description of this video. Now, Indeed started a long time ago, and what they were doing is they were just scrambling jobs from other websites such as ZipRecruiter, Monster Job Search, and such. But now they have their own database, and now they're the biggest ones. Keep in mind, Indeed is a very expensive platform for employers. To post jobs on Indeed costs a lot of money, and that can add up. They are the most professional ones, with resumes and job searching and notifications and such. But they're very expensive. So what that means is that potential employers will look for the most professional candidates, and they have certain standards. Now, if you are from somewhere abroad and you don't have any experience, it might be hard to get hired by any of these employers that will post their job listings on Indeed. But I will show you other ways where you can find more flexible employers, like low key companies that want someone that does the job. It doesn't really matter if they have a degree or if they have a lot of references. On Indeed.com, we can start with something simple. Now, you have these options that come in, like work from home, but now we want dispatcher. Now, there are many kinds of dispatchers, not just trucking dispatchers. There are emergency police dispatchers, firefighter, even companies that work with like electricity, where they dispatch their own trucks and such. But we're just gonna do dispatcher because the most jobs are in the trucking business. And then here we're gonna leave empty, or you can even put in remote work here. So let's do remote, because if we leave it empty, the system here might give us suggestions for certain cities across the United States. Now, here we only want to find remote jobs. So you may want to try this, and this will work for you, especially if you are located in United States, maybe even abroad. So let's see. Now, we have this here. Now, some of these will ask for certain degrees, okay? So if you have a degree, even better. If you don't, you can go here to education and just put in a high school degree, okay? So now it will show us only jobs that require a high school diploma. And then you have other specifications here that you can select. And then we have experience level too. So now we can just choose entry level, which means that you're just a beginner. Now, what about this one? All right. Contractor in charge looking to hire a full-time partner, remote customer service, home service dispatch. So this is, like we said, this sounds like something that's not trucking related. See, like it's heating and air. Now let me see. All right, what do we have here? Now this is a transport service. All right, so 2,500 a month, remote. We are looking for a reliable trucking dispatcher. Specific responsibilities, not all inclusive, skills, pay time off. So this could be something that you could apply for, right? So all you need with Indeed, it's free for you as a job seeker. So all you have to do is just you can register with your Google account and just apply, all right? And then just keep looking for something like that. And then here is another one. All right, this here, 1 year of previous dispatcher experience. Is this? Yeah, it's express, so it is probably trucking related. All right, even if they say something like you need 1 year, because 1 year is not a lot, and you can compensate. You can say something, hey, I wasn't a dispatcher per se, but I do have experience in sales. I do have the experience in customer service. So, because this is all related, so you can put that in as your quality, as your experience. All right, no matter what it is, like what kind of school, like a school that you attended, a course, a seminar, something that you did, you were helping your parents in their business, whatever you had, whatever you can put there as experience. And when you talk to them, when you call them up, then you can put that in. If they see that you're confident and that you really want to do this, that you're trainable. If you sound like you're depressed, or like you're not a go-getter, you're just like talking slowly, and no, you gotta sound confident, and tell them that you are willing to do this, you want to do this, you want to start as soon as possible, and you will do everything you can in order to succeed. All right, now you may be able to apply only here online, but what you can do, like they have a company name here, and then if you click on the company name, they have more information. All right, now this is a cleaning service. We didn't realize that, but let me go back here to, where was that, this one right here. All right, so sells reliable transport services. All right, so we can Google them. All right, so they're let me copy this, and we can find out where they're from. All right, transportation equipment manufacturing, so Midland, Texas. All right, so we can go to Google and just Google them. All right, let me see if this is them. Yeah, Midland, Texas. So there should be a phone number here. Yeah, right here. Here's the phone number, and this is on the FMCSA's website. But even you don't have to do that. You can go to Maps, and usually they will have a Google listing, and with their phone number. All right. Now this is something else. This is not probably that one, but it looks like yeah, this is buses and limos, I guess. So let me, if you go here, now transport, you can just delete this and type in Midland, Texas. All right. And now this is them. So why they're temporarily closed, I have no idea. But you can Google the company. I'll show you that in other examples here. You can just Google the company name and find their phone number, like we had here. Where was it? Find their phone number, and that was right here, I think. And just call them up and say, hey, don't go the traditional way like everyone else is doing, just applying and just waiting, from a pool of candidates, whether they're going to contact you. Call them up and tell them who you are, what you need. Ask to speak to a manager. Call them 2 or 3 times. If you keep calling, they will notice that, and that's what I like as far as these things go. Like if someone keeps calling me, offers me some kind of sales or service, or trying to sell me something, that's different. But if I'm looking for someone, or even if I'm not looking to hire someone, and someone keeps calling me and asking me about whether I have something, and then I might say, hey, you know what, let's try it out. Let's see what you can offer me. And then if you are good enough, everyone will hire you, providing that they need that kind of position filled. So that's one way you can search for a dispatcher on Indeed. You can also delete these parameters, and you can go for trucking dispatcher. All right, trucking dispatcher. And you can see what comes out like that, like this one. Let me see, truck dispatcher. So this is some kind of recruiting company, I suppose. And Oculus search partner, same thing. Like you can see here, like I locate them recruiting and some kind of search partners here, like whoever is hired. Like this could be okay, dispatcher, freight, push logistics, and dispatching one you required again. Now this is like it's like preferred, so I would call them up and just ask them, hey, I am this person. I can help you out. I can do this for you. Try me out. And then even here, like freight push logistics, you can find them, copy their name, and see like if they have a location here. Let's Google them, all right? Or here we can look for them here. Just select name and search. We don't see anything, but we are going to just Google freight push logistics truck dispatch services. Okay, so this is a dispatching company, all right? So this might be okay for you. So you can try to contact them and ask them. Now they don't have a phone number here. I don't see right here, phone number. Call them up and ask them, hey, can I work for you? All right, so that was Indeed. Okay, now let me go to Craigslist. Craigslist is a platform where a lot of things are posted, and it's very easy and it's very convenient for smaller trucking and I guess dispatching companies as well. So if you're looking for someone that will not give you a lot of trouble and maybe hire you easier as opposed to someone who is posting jobs on Indeed, then you should go to Craigslist. Now, if you go to Craigslist, like here, as you can see, it automatically comes to my hometown of Grand Rapids, Michigan. But here on the right, I suggest you look for a bigger city with more opportunities. Now, let me try Grand Rapids first because there are a lot of trucking companies here. So we're just gonna go with dispatcher first and see what comes up. So only 11 jobs, but still. Okay, transportation dispatcher, family owned, minimum 1 year, and preferred, like as you can see. And then even these people that hire in these smaller cities, you can contact them. You can reply here. It will send them an email because usually, usually here these companies will not post their names on Craigslist, especially these smaller companies. Sometimes they will have a phone number. You can just call them up. But usually they don't put in their name, and you can't look for them online. But you can send them an email, and usually, as I will show you, they will include a phone number. Now, these are postings for truck drivers. So we don't see, this is all for truck drivers. Now, here, this is the nearby area, and we're going to go to Chicago next. But this is, as you can see, from Chicago. But since you're looking for remote work, it doesn't really matter to you where the job is located, as long as you can do it from your home. So this here is Sargent Logistics, right? And so this is something for you. But let me see the requirements. Minimum 1 year. So that's really nothing. I think even if you tell them that you had some kind of other experience or you watched my videos, but no, just kidding. But yeah, here's a phone number, and you can call them and tell them about yourself, and just tell them, hey, give me, try me out. I need minimal supervision. I just need someone. Like if you have no experience, I will just need someone, and we can do it online. We can, if we connect through Zoom or through Google Meet, and then they can just watch over me, or I can ask them questions whenever I have questions. And even if you tell them, like if you're really desperate and you tell them, hey, just try me out, I'll do something for 1 day, because in 1 day, everyone can see if you are a good worker, if you are reliable. Before we go any further, I will tell you a little trick and this will work especially if you're from abroad. All right. If you're in United States, this will not mean a lot to you, but if you're abroad, let's say you are from Balkans area, because that's where I'm from. So let's say you're from Bosnia, all right, and there are a lot of Bosnian companies here in United States, and they all speak Bosnian. So it might make sense that you call those companies if you're from Bosnia, or even if you speak the same language. If you're Serbian and you speak Serbian, and you might as well call these Bosnian companies, and vice versa. All right, so you have a lot of to choose from. Serbian, Croatian, Bosnian, people from Montenegro, even from Macedonia. A lot of them know how to speak Serbian, Kosovo, and such, or other countries in Eastern Europe. Right. So let's say you're from Bosnia or Serbia, and you are looking for companies that are Bosnian owned. Now, why does that matter? Because first, you speak the same language. Second, these people are more open to hire from abroad, especially from their home countries. And they understand the concept, and they understand the benefits of hiring abroad, benefits for them and for you as an employee. All right. So most of them like having employees from abroad, especially from their home countries, or at least with the people that speak the same language. All right, because they feel that connection and they speak the same language. They want to help someone over there, etc. All right. If you type in like in Craigslist, you're not going to get that a lot. All right. Let's just do Serbia. All right. Now this is all for sale. Like for some reason, these came up. But I will show you how that term and terms like that can help you on other websites. All right. But here, if we go to Chicago, and let me find, do they even have Chicago here? No, I guess not. So we're just gonna go right here to Chicago. All right. And then we're gonna go to jobs. All right. We have jobs. And then we have transport. All right. So now we're going to put in here dispatcher. So that's the one we took a look at a minute ago. Now we have other dispatchers like OTR dispatcher. You have the phone number. You can call them up. All right. So it doesn't really say anything. Is not an option. Okay, so they don't want someone that wants to work remotely. All right. So here they don't say anything about remote, so that's good. You can contact them. Let me see here. This looks similar. It's same. Okay, over the road. Must have this. Must have the office. So this is in office. So a lot of them are in office, experience only. There's a lot of, a lot of them are owned by people who were not born here in the United States. And a lot of these ads will say bilingual preferred. All right. So even if you speak another language and you're from abroad, you might have an advantage over other candidates, especially when it comes to that certain company, and if you speak the same language. A lot of these companies tend to have drivers and owner-operators from their countries as well. So a lot of these people are older, and a lot of them will struggle with English. So you might have an advantage where you would be able to speak to brokers in English and the customers. But then when you call the driver, they would prefer to work with you because you speak the same language and they probably don't understand English well. So if you speak their language, it's better for everyone. All right. So let me see here, dispatcher with management skills need. Okay. So good English, 2 years experience. All right. Well, still you can call them up. It doesn't matter what they require. Who knows? Are they looking for a good dispatcher? They can't find someone. it's hard to find help these days. Maybe they will make an exception. Now here we can put in something as a remote dispatcher, right? All right. Do you speak English and Spanish? So this might be someone that has origins from Latin America, I suppose. So if you speak Spanish, that's, good for you. Tracking dispatcher needed. All right. Another one, 2 years of experience. Okay. Now, if you put in a remote position, that might help you too. Position. All right. Home daily, limo dispatcher with experience, commission is a must. Well, like I said, just call them up and tell them the truth. I know you said that I have to have it, but here's what I can offer to you, and try me out. So if you go to Google and just put in something as a remote truck dispatcher position, remote truck dispatcher jobs, there we go. Then Google will have their own way of gathering these jobs from all over the internet. All right. So like here, this is via LinkedIn. All right. So LinkedIn is also a nice way of looking for work. I haven't used it that much. I am really not into it, but if you're into it, might as well try it. But here you can apply on LinkedIn. All right. So this is a recruiting agency, I suppose, and I don't think this is something that you're looking for. But here, Vista Trans Holding via Glassdoor. All right. Now, some of these websites are also kind of like Indeed. They have a big process of vetting employees and candidates. So I don't know if this will work for you, because remember, we are just trying to land a position where you don't need a lot of references, education, experience. So something, possible with a smaller company. All right. So you might try these Google positions. You can even here just hit enter and then start looking for other kinds of jobs here. Okay, so because this is from ZipRecruiter. All right. So they have a lot of requirements here. Now this is an exciting position for the right individual. Part-time freight dispatcher. So there's a lot of dispatching positions here. And like I said, you don't have to apply here. You can just call them up. Just Google Linet or Linet Logistics. So I hope this is the one. And they have a lot of trucks. So this is good, because if you find someone that has a lot of trucks, there is a bigger chance of them hiring you as a dispatcher, especially as a remote dispatcher, because they're trying to save money and they're trying to have as many trucks covered as they can. Like if they have 5 trucks, then they might need an in-house dispatcher, or they don't need that many dispatchers. But if they have a lot of trucks, then they need more help. All right. And then even if you just go back here to that original Google search, there will be a lot of positions coming up from these websites. All right. And you can just go through them, and then even go to ZipRecruiter or Monster Job Search, and then try your luck over there with these same procedures. Let me go to one of these companies. Now we have a partner, Carrier.io, and there are other ones as well. I'll leave these links in the description of this video. So the way you can do this here, you can go to, let's say, Michigan trucking companies. Okay, so go to partner, it's actually partnercarrier.com. So go to Michigan trucking companies here, and then you can choose by the city. All right, so you go any city, Detroit, and you start looking. Now we have warehouse, auto parts, scrap. So we don't want any industry specific names. We want something general, all right? Because towing is probably not be a good match for you, or dumpsters or landscaping, anything like that, all right? So if we look here, we will have a lot of companies, and a lot of them are here in this list. So, but what we can do here, we can look for a company name. So, city, company name, DOT number, and such. Now, if you look for a company name and you are from abroad and you are from a certain country and you want to find a company that's owned by someone like you from that country. So if you're from Bosnia, you can simply start putting in some Bosnian names. People tend to call their companies after their name, their wife's name, their children's name, things like that. All right. So if you start typing a name of a personal name, or names of cities, or name of the country, or some popular phrases from your language or your country, you will be surprised that there are so many companies with those names, and you can call them up and tell them, hey, I'm from that country. I will help you, being a dispatcher and all. So let me give you some examples. So me being from Bosnia, I'm just going to start typing in Bosnia. Okay, BOSN. All right. Let me do Bosnia. Okay. Yeah, city. It's not a city. It's a company name. Company name. Okay, there we go. BOSN. Bosna. Okay, so Bosna is the name for the country in Bosnia. So it's not Bosnia, it's Bosna. But it's same. We can do both phrases. So Bosna Express. It's definitely a Bosnian company. Another one, Bosnia Forever. Bosnia. So I'm pretty sure these are two Bosnich. Not Bosnik, this is probably not it, but there are a lot of them that start with Bosnia. Okay, so what if we do BIH? BIH is an acronym for the full name of the country, Bosnia and Herzegovina. So if you do BIH, and only people from Bosnia will know that, but see, like BIH Express, BIH Freight Brokerage, BIH Logistics, Transport. So these are all Bosnian. I'm 99% sure that they're Bosnian. All right, let's do Serbia. Serbia Trans, not that many. Let's do India. Okay, India on Wheels, India on Transport, right there. Or like Punjabi. All right. See, there we go. Some phrases that are popular, where you're from. Some names, like Dino, that's a popular Bosnian name, Dino. Or like it's pronounced Dino here, but it's, like a lot of these, all right? So it could be Dino, because English has the same word, but it could be Dino as well. Or some popular names from your country, like from Russia, like Ivan. A lot of Ivans. All right. Now, as we can see, they have Ivans in Spanish-speaking countries as well. So just do some popular phrases from your country, some names, rivers, cities. All right. Let's do Sarajevo. Let's see if there's anything named that. There we go, Sarajevo Trucking. And that way you can find people that are from that same area, and then they will be more willing to work with you if you're from there. So you can experiment and look this way. If you need any help, let me know. These are the ways that I know of. Something may come up to me later. But I'm getting a lot of emails from people asking me, like, do I know if someone is hiring from overseas? Like, first question is, am I hiring? And then the second one, when I say that I'm not, they're like, do you know anyone? Can you give me some tips? Now, hopefully, this video will help you in landing and looking for those yourself. All right, so thanks for coming in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch some of my other videos to let the YouTube algorithm know that these videos are helpful to people to grow the channel even bigger. See you around.